Hey guys, this is Blake from Blake's Sanctum, retro site for retro games. Today I am bringing you another really cool fan game, and that is Dune Dynasty, which is another really brilliant fan-made remake or reconstruction of Dune 2 using the OpenDune engine. And for those of you who have come to this video and haven't seen my Dune Legacy video or my OpenRA Classic Dune 2 video, there's a few options out there, and I would say that Legacy is probably the best, as that has the best graphical options and customization and amazing skirmish and multiplayer options, and it can also have loaded into it the Super Dune 2 campaign with special improved customized briefings, because the original Super Dune 2 didn't have that, which allowing you to actually play as the Fremen and Sardukar and Mercenaries, each with their own campaigns and stuff, all in nice HD graphics and CNC controls. And basically, Dune Dynasty allows you to do that as well. It does have Super Dune 2 in it, but it's the original Super Dune 2, so you don't have the customized briefings. But what this game does that the others can't do at the moment is it also includes Dune Extended Edition, which is the brilliant fan-made sort of sequel spin-off game to Super Dune 2, which once again allows you to take control of the Mercenaries and the Sardukar and the Fremen, and allow you to do a whole new set of campaigns. And once again, you got nice new briefings, and they've even imported in new characters from the original Dune 1 game to give you your briefings and stuff. It's really good. And traditionally, if you wanted to play that, you had to play it in Dune 2, but thankfully these guys have added support to it. So as you can see, I can put my mouse over this, and this allows you to play the original Dune 2 campaign. I click it again, boom, Dune 2 Extended. I can access the full campaign through this engine, allowing me to play it in HD with CNC controls. There's I don't know much about Stefan Hendrick's campaign, but that must be another fan-made add-on. There's the original Super Dune 2, and then we go back to Dune 2 again. So that's probably the biggest quality I would say about Dune Dynasty. And so I'm going to show you a few cool things about this one. The menu, you see, this is where I find that Dune Legacy is just better. The menus are really easy to navigate, whereas this, you get a bit confused. I mean, I get that they wanted to make you feel like you're in the original Dune 2 interface, but you sort of got to stare at everything to work out what it does. It's a bit strange. Like you can view all the game cutscenes here, which is interesting, without having to go play the game. You can also view all the library options. You can also play different songs. And this is the skirmish mode, which is interesting. It looks like you can, so we'll do this a bit later. You can just sort of, I think it's randomly generating them, judging by the way that's talking, which is interesting. And thankfully you can play a skirmish as the bonus houses as well, so you can have a 6-player match with inclusive, because that was one of the best things about Dune Legacy. So that's great that you can do that in this. It's just a shame that you can't create and sort of preload maps, because that's probably the best thing about Legacy. It has a map editor, you can build maps, and there's a huge selection of maps now, because obviously people have been sitting there playing with the map editor. This is some enhanced brute AI. I think I'll stay away from that. Fog of War, insatiable sandworms. So you can get these kind of options in Dune Legacy. It just takes a bit more tinkering. So there's sort of less options to choose from in this one. You can play with the unit caps, speed adjustments, hardware mouse cursor. So that's about all you can really play with. There's no in-game resolution switching. You've got to do it in the game's config file. And I've set, like with Dune Legacy, I've actually set this game to be in 2 times scaling, because if you leave it on 1 time at HD resolution, it's so tiny. Now, as you can see, the scaling on this one, it's just not as smooth as Legacy. Legacy has some really nice scaling tools that smooth out the graphics, so it's the cutscenes look a bit like their old blocky selves here. So we'll skip through all this, proceed, then we get to the game. So this is where you can see where Dune Legacy's strong points are. I'm not going to bother with the, oh god. Yep, that's nice. It's got the original Dune 2 box in your face tooltips. See, I love what Legacy did, where they've just made a little sort of line that pops in the top corner. But look at this, you got your lovely CNC style box drawing and movement controls. So that's a nice option. Oh, shut up. this mission. You just got to get some. I like actually that beep. That's good. That's good. That there's something this has that Legacy doesn't. Because sometimes I didn't notice, particularly because I had the audio down. Because I'm doing these recordings and I don't want my speakers blasting into the microphone. I didn't notice sometimes when buildings were ready and stuff like that. So. You know, because construction complete can be a bit quiet when you got the sound down, but that beep, that really does let me know. Ooh, stuff's happening.
Enemy unit destroyed.
So yeah, with 2x scaling, I think I like that. I mean, some of you might prefer to have it on 1x scaling, and you know, everything's super small. Like if you've seen my OpenRA Red Alert 2 video, that was 1x scaling, and it was. I was squinting at the screen, and I've got a 36-inch screen. It's everything's just so small because the original Dune 2 graphics are so low res.
Harponing harvester deployed.
There we go. So I mean, yeah, this is, and of course you've got your Mentat up there with all the usual options, and in-game options are pretty basic like the original game. So I mean, these guys have definitely created something that feels a lot like the original Dune 2 with some cool stuff added onto it. But you know, it's yeah, I definitely probably prefer Legacy just simply because of all the options it has. But let's show where this mod really shines, and that is being able to play the fan-made content. So Dune Legacy does this one, and yeah, see, so the original Super Dune 2 didn't replace the graphics, so you had to sort of pick Harkonnen. And boom, look at that, you're in the Sardukar mission. So I mean, this is basically just a perfect sort of it's basically just the original Super Dune 2 Classic Edition inserted into this game's engine. So it has all the flaws that come with that, sadly, but of course these missions were famously hard.
Our base is under attack.
Oh yeah, so this has also got traditional Dune 2 squad controls. So that was the other thing I noticed when playing Dune Legacy today, that it has the more CNC style where it actually splits up the units, and straight away you can build a squad and split them into individuals, which was interesting. Just gave that different feeling to the classic Dune. I don't know whether I like it better or worse. Yeah. So anyway, that's so you got Super Dune 2. So we'll go back to the thing now. The best part about this is obviously being able to access Dune Extended, because currently you cannot do this in Legacy. If Legacy did this, it would be the perfect ultimate Dune 2 package, but Dynasty is still the winner for this one. If you want to play Dune Extended with nice CNC controls and high resolution graphics, then this is the only way you can do it. So let's do this. And of course, Dynasty has wonderful imported graphics, so we can go with, say, we'll go with the Sardukar again. Imperial Sardukar, yes. Look at that. See, so this guy was actually an Atreides general in Dune 1, and they've cleverly inserted him into this game and pretending that he's a Sardukar briefing. But it's really clever how they've done it. I mean, look at his face. They've taken all the animation from Dune 1 and applied it to this into this engine. Very clever.
Radar activated.
And of course, the Dune Extended missions were even more cleverly made. Some really nifty stuff. Let's got all the options here. Very nice. Build some Sardukar Raider trike. No, it's not. There was a little bug there, not quite correctly reading the Legacy units. God, you get irritated. I should have turned tooltips off. I think the option was back on the thingo screen, but anyway, yeah. I don't like the traditional Dune 2 way. It's not against these guys, they've obviously just decided to be more traditional. Now, you know, this mod is, it's still being worked on, but I don't think it's been touched for a while, so that's the other problem. Dune Dynasty is, I don't think there's that much going on with it. I think, in fact, this particular latest version is about 3 or 4 years old, so I'm not quite sure whether they've abandoned it or whether they're just taking a break or just doing some non-public demos. I'm not quite sure what's going on, but Legacy is still being worked on. That's what makes it great, because it's probably the best project and it's still being worked on. That's interesting. They just get dropped in. Very cool.
Warning, enemy units approaching from the south.
Oh, it's all happening. And of go, go, the mighty Sardukar. So yeah, at some point I'm really looking forward to playing Super Dune 2 and Dune Extended Edition through these wonderful modern fan-made game engines that just allow you to play these great fan-made Dune content in HD and with CNC style controls. So it's just, yeah, very excited about doing it one day because they're famously hard as well, so it should be quite the challenge to get it done. But I'm definitely looking forward to it. So let's have a go at a skirmish game now, I reckon. I'll just pop in here for a sec. Look at that. Of course, you get this guy for all your information as well. It's very nice. In fact, since I reckon I'll be getting through this one quicker than I did with Legacy, I might just show you a couple more things. So we'll go back out to here. Still in Dune Extended. Play a game. So what else could we do? We could do the Mercenaries. So look at them. Survivor any faction that can afford to pay for their service. They rely mostly on conventional weapons and tactics. Mercenary camps which dispatch continue to lead troops to Arrakis. You play as the Mercenaries. Yes, I do. So I think each of these fan-made races have their own interesting specials. I think Mercenaries can order a lot of stuff in cheap, and they can, and I think the Fremen are good at capturing stuff, and the Sardukar just can, raw power. They can obviously build the Sardukar troops, and they famously have access to the best units for the other races, which is pretty cool as well. I like how in Extended, how they sort of give you bases and stuff to start with. It's instead of just that, construction unit just sitting in the middle of nowhere. Very nice.
Mercenary unit deployed.
So, out of stock. But yeah, alright, let's try a skirmish. Now, I haven't had a go at this yet, so we'll see how good or bad this is. Because for those of you who might have come from my Dune Legacy video that I did, which by the way, I'll have a link to some of these projects that I've been talking about, like the OpenRA, Dune 2 Classic and Dune Legacy. I've done videos of them. There'll be links in the I would have put a couple on the top of this video once I release it, and I'll have some on my end card, so you can go check them out if you've come to this video first and you want to see what the other options are out there. There's some other great ones too, like there's also Dune 2 the Maker. That was a great classic project that was similar to these guys, remaking Dune 2, but that guy had beautiful graphics. He managed to basically double every single art object in the game and smooth it out. So instead of using some filter, he did it himself and actually, beautifully upgraded all the graphics, and I loved his graphical assets. It made Dune 2 look really beautiful. The only issue was with interface, resolution options, custom games, all that kind of stuff was suffering, and it was abandoned I think like 2013ish. However, I've recently seen that late 2016 he returned to the project, he's remaking it in Java, the whole engine, and there's good potential there for him to create, Stefan I think his name is, to create something that can rival some of these projects. So I'm following him on Twitter, and I'm going to keep an eye on that, and once I reckon there's a new enough demo, I'll do a video of it to accompany all these ones. So anyway, let's see, there was no option to turn off those tooltips. That's annoying. So I'm gonna enemy, ally, enemy. I'll do a similar to what I did with Dune Legacy, and hang on, no, you, and enemy. So it's 3 on 3. God knows where we'll start. Who knows what's going to happen. I'm probably going to die because I can't see any customizable AI settings or other than that turn on brutal mode. And yeah, I don't, these seem to be randomly generated maps, I think, or it's randomly selecting. I'm not entirely sure how this system works, so this could go very badly, but at least you guys will get to see how it all works. Oh wow, holy shit, look at all this. So I'm Sardukar, that means I'm pink, so shit, I better deploy. Go, go, go. Upgrade. So my my allies have bases and I got nothing. Isn't that nice? Dear oh dear. And I am in a really lousy location.
Reporting.
That's not going to help things.
Construction complete.
Oh, I like that beep. There's definitely something I like about this Yeah. Shut up. Build the building. So I'm gonna have to put up with all the tooltips again now.
Reporting. Reporting. Affirmative. Acknowledged. Reporting.
So I wonder what happens, whether I can access the cement over here. Sorry, I can access the rock over here, because I don't think I can, because it depends how this engine, because Dune Legacy had a pretty good space out thing, but the question is, does it have a
Reporting. Affirmative.
good
Construction.
space? See, yeah, I think that's not good. Because that is what, 2 thingos, so yeah, wow, I'm gonna have to build a MCV,
Construction.
but assuming I can get to the MCV quick enough before I run out of space, and my allies are going to start building buildings. I wonder if this allows, oh good, another good thing about Dynasty, it supports queuing, as it should. That's good. Would have been a bit annoyed if it didn't. That was the great thing about Legacy, has that nice CNC queuing stuff. But I wonder if you can build off allied buildings. That's a useful thing in OpenRA. God, I wonder what the enemy started with. Who knows? Fog of War's on as well, so I can't show you guys the whole map.
Reporting. Construction.
Here we
complete.
go. Yes, I know what it does.
Sardukar. Harvester deployed. Construction complete. Warning, mercenary units approaching.
Shit. Yeah, good, my allies can deal with that. I love that. It's like mercenary units approaching. I mean, it's it must obviously. I can't remember in the original game how a mercenary played into it, because they weren't actually a proper faction in the original game. But maybe they had some. I'm trying to remember the old Dune 2 missions. It's been about 15 years since I played them. But oh wow, look at all that. It's all happening over there. I'm gonna not get involved with that. Atreides and the mercenaries are attacking. Look at that. So the mercenaries got their hands on the sonic tank, so clearly they have access to a lot of the top units too. Come on, Light Factory. Give me the goods. Where's power options? I think I've got another complaint about Dynasty. I can't see my power usage. Oh damn! I just have to build that outside of concrete, I reckon. Oh! Can I? No, I can't. Damn it. I was gonna, I thought, I did this exact same thing in Legacy. I thought the Light Factory takes more squares than it does. I reckon I'm thinking of Dune 2000 where it takes up 6 squares. What else do I need to get access to a heavy vehicle factory? Probably an outpost. Hopefully my allies can hold off the enemy, because this is, boy am I disadvantaged.
Construction complete.
Very, very disadvantaged. I wonder if my allies... I'm too busy looking at my stuff, but I wonder if my allies are building buildings. Doesn't look like they're doing much. God, if they're not growing, then... this is going to be fun. Slow. Oh, I run out of money, that's why. Come on, in you go. Come on, dear. Yeah, that's because that's the other disappointing thing. In Legacy, you've got full speed adjustments, so I can't see anything here that can modify that. There might be something in the config file, though. Probably a lot of the things you can do in Legacy, well, at least a decent amount of you might be able to do for Dynasty in the any files. That's how I was able to fix the scaling, because it was driving me nuts. Everything was so small. I thought, after being used to the scaling in Legacy, I wanted to do it in Dynasty, and thankfully I found it through the config. Right, we've got an outpost now. Can I access heavy vehicle factory? Maybe I've got to upgrade the construction yard again.
Warning, mercenary units approaching.
What are you doing, numbnuts? Get in there. He's not harvesting. Oh boy, now they got a Devastator. Get in there. At least he's harvesting, and hopefully he'll just keep building units, but I'm not seeing signs of construction. But I could be missing something. Oh wow, this map's smaller than I thought. Hang on. Wow, so they've started right there. Oh, let's go. I'll help you guys. I'll help you. This may be futile, but we gotta try. Their base is right friggin' there, man.
Destroyed. Atreides units destroyed.
Oh boy.
Atreides units
I can't
destroyed.
reach that rocket tower. Retreat,
Enemy
retreat,
structure
retreat.
destroyed. Atreides units destroyed.
Why am I getting a message about placing a thing? I'm not placing anything.
Units destroyed.
I was simply upgrading my building.
Destroyed.
And I do have it. Oh, there we go. Well, that was what I need for heavy factory, at least. Go, 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 go.
Fremen units destroyed. Mercenary units destroyed. Mercenary
Maybe I should just pull back. I mean, honestly, I'm running around with jeeps here. Let the tanks do it.
Atreides units
You
destroyed.
idiots! I'm not attacking the rocket tower. That's the annoying thing.
Units destroyed.
Get out of there, boys.
Mercenary units destroyed. Warning, Atreides units
Right,
approaching.
this base just keeps going. Alright, now the guns aren't aiming for me. I'll kill this building and that should allow his tanks to push through.
Warning, warning.
Oh god, what? Shai Halud, Rundun, Durari, anything in the sand. Thank you. Alright, heavy factory. Oh, I got no money.
Destroyed.
Might be part of the problem. Alright, get in there. Come on, guys.
Ordos units destroyed. Ordos units destroyed. Enemy structure destroyed. Arcona units destroyed.
That rocket tower over there, boy.
Destroyed.
Oh,
Arcona
we've almost got his
units
construction.
destroyed.
Send the bloody tanks down. I nearly said a naughty word then.
Ordos
Oh, get off the
destroyed.
bloody sand. The worm has arrived.
Mercenary units destroyed.
Come on, guys.
Sardukar destroyed.
Build some tanks. Maybe this will be a quick game after all, eh? For you know, better or worse. Oh man, did that worm just eat one of my guys? Oh, get out of there.
Arcona units destroyed. Enemy structure destroyed.
We got him.
Sardukar harvester deployed.
Alright, so this player's pretty much toast. I'm gonna pull my guys back now. Oh, look at this. Captain Dumbass isn't harvesting again. There's a bit of a bug there. Not good. Where's my heavy factory? Yes! Heavy factory, baby! Oh, there goes the power. I don't know where I'm going to put a power plant, but anyway.
Destroyed.
Now I'm really stuffed.
Enemy structure destroyed. Warning.
Upgrade needed.
Units approaching. Construction. Atreides units destroyed.
Upgrade. There we go. I've got to try and get that bloody construction site. Oh, I'll put it up here. It'll be completely safe up there.
Ordos units destroyed.
You mean upgrade 90%? You idiot.
Atreides
Fine then.
units
I'll
destroyed.
build a harvester for now. Come on, guys. Would you... None of them are... They just don't seem to be attacking the rocket turret, and now they're sitting there. AI is not very smart, is he? Is he?
Structure destroyed.
Whereas the AI in Legacy is insane. You've got so many different AI levels, and they're really deadly.
Ordos
Wow.
units destroyed.
Are they mine? Did I just get given a whole bunch of free guys?
Destroyed.
Yeah! Sardukar reinforcements, I'll take that. I need that. Honestly, I'm utterly struggling with this, presumably randomly generated map. Alright.
Ordos units destroyed.
God, it's so slow. I apologise if anyone's stuck with this video, you know, it's, hey, I'm just working with the parameters of the game. Hey, stick with me, maybe something interesting will happen. I mean, I'll try to get to like nukes and stuff, but we'll see how we go. Oh man, seriously, that bloody rocket tower. I'm not going to go down now, they've already lost. Hopefully they'll gather some forces again. That's the other good thing about these two modern Dune remakes, Legacy and Dynasty. You can see what the harvest has got on it. I don't think you could do that with the original Dune 2. It's more of a, I'm trying to think if you could even do that with, I'm trying to remember with the, at least the early CNC games. I'm not quite sure if you can see that.
Yes, sir.
Told you to move down. Hey, I can just get there.
Approaching.
Right, give me that wind trap. And how's the upgrade going? Oh, that's right, I didn't tell it. How's the harvester going, I mean? Come on, give me that harvester, guys. And that tank.
Atreides units destroyed. Fremen units destroyed.
Whoa, was that a bombing run then?
Units destroyed.
So the Atreides are operating their
Ordos units destroyed.
ornithopters. It looked like it was. It could have been. Yeah, it looked like there was multiple explosions at once.
Conan units destroyed.
Okay, they killed them off.
Yes, sir.
Our Conan units destroyed.
Moving out.
Construction complete.
There we go.
Sardukar.
Great, so now I'm going to have to hold the line because my guys are so useless.
Sardukar.
Oh, great.
Deployed.
That's just great. I've got no resources near me now.
Atreides units destroyed.
Upgrade, come on. I need that MCV, guys. Seriously, I need that MCV.
Destroyed.
Please don't go after my harvester. Great, Atreides are coming after me, I think.
Fremen
no.
units destroyed. Our base is under attack.
Come on, guys.
Sardukar destroyed.
Yes! MCV! Thank you. Place it. Give me the power.
Destroyed. Radar.
There we go, I got radar again.
Moving out.
Atreides units destroyed.
Oh, that's an ally, Daniel, you idiot. Come on. We've managed to hold the line. Thanks for those free reinforcements. Man, if I hadn't got that, I would be in trouble. I wonder what prompted that. Must be just a set map event or something, or I don't know, but I'm very lucky it happened, because look at these guys, they're all just sitting there being idiots. No one's gone after my harvesters, thank goodness.
Atreides units destroyed.
Yeah, come on guys, get down here.
Atreides units destroyed.
When these harvesters come back, things should get interesting, I reckon, because I'll have the resources, hopefully, to build some stuff. Actually, no, I just need that MCV so I can build stuff up here, don't I?
Fremen units destroyed.
Right. Look at that, they're going back to their... No, that's okay, I'll hold the line, guys. There's only a bloody devastator on the way, oh my lord. We're just gonna pull back up here.
Atreides units destroyed.
Don't attack my harvester. Do not attack my harvester. In fact, stuff, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back, go back. Go after his harvester, then it'll piss him off, hopefully.
Affirmative.
Hopefully clicking on the harvester, this engine will, I'm sorry, clicking on the building, it'll know that it's coming back.
Atreides units destroyed.
Whoa! Did they just get dropped in? By a bloody carrier?
Ordos units destroyed.
That was very orchestrated, look at that. A whole bunch of stuff's coming. Oh great, there goes my heavy vehicle factory. You bastard.
Atreides units destroyed.
I just finished upgrading it.
Car destroyed.
The pain!
Warning, Fremen units approaching.
Oh, that's so annoying. Now I'm in real trouble, guys.
Sardukar.
Real trouble.
Harkonnen units destroyed. Harkonnen units destroyed.
Not getting my MCV now, am I? All that money I invested into upgrading it too. Let's see.
Sardukar destroyed. Ordos units destroyed. Fremen units destroyed. Harkonnen
good,
structure
man.
destroyed. Harkonnen units destroyed.
Yes.
Atreides units destroyed. Fremen units destroyed.
Look at this Captain Dumbass is sitting there again.
Construction complete.
Oh man, so frustrating.
Harkonnen units destroyed. Sardukar destroyed.
Yes, sir.
Construction complete. Harkonnen structure destroyed.
I'm kinda in real trouble now. Is there a deviator somewhere getting these guys? It just... no.
Units destroyed.
Oh god.
Harkonnen units destroyed. Ordos units destroyed.
So we managed to kill one of their players, but they're striking back very nicely.
Mercenary units destroyed. Construction complete.
Okay, so I've got some options up here. Oh, great.
Fremen units destroyed.
Oh, finally! Look at what I got left, though. Can Daniel fight back from this?
Atreides units destroyed. Fremen units destroyed.
I mean, I could build some stuff out of the light factory, but that stuff's useless. To get that heavy vehicle factory again.
Warning.
Let's try.
Units approaching.
Where are you going, mate?
Sardukar harvester deployed. Harkonnen
Hopefully my microphone is not picking that up, but boy is it raining outside.
Yes, sir.
Harkonnen units destroyed. Harkonnen structure destroyed.
Why? Who's blowing them up? Are they shooting their own damn buildings? Seems like when they're shooting through that they're damaging their own buildings. So basically Harkonnen's dead now. He's got no construction site. Wonderful. Gree player isn't doing much, is he? Now, I think we're stuffed. I think we're looking at a loss here. But I'll keep going till I'm dead.
Ordos units destroyed.
Boy, did I start at a disadvantage, though. Oh, painful.
Enemy structure destroyed. Harkonnen units destroyed. Ordos units destroyed. Construction complete.
God, how much good stuff have they got? All these devastators coming in.
Destroyed.
It's ridiculous.
Mercenary units destroyed.
Alright, shall we try again?
Harkonnen units destroyed.
I should just build tanks. I think that's what I should just do. Forget about going for the MCV. Because my allies are getting overrun. If I'd done that in the first place, I would have had more tanks to defend my base with, you know?
Sardukar harvester deployed. Fremen units destroyed. Harkonnen units destroyed.
Reporting.
That's so annoying having to tell my harvesters to go back.
Warning. Fremen
To
units
the,
approaching. Atreides
to the
units
spice.
destroyed. Harkonnen units destroyed.
Oh, they're stuffed.
Construction complete. Sardukar deployed.
Can you rally? You can. Excellent. This is it for them.
Ordos units destroyed.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Death incoming.
Harkonnen